The legacy and influence of John Duns Scotus. The legacy of John Duns Scotus extends far beyond his own time, influencing generations of philosophers, theologians, and even poets. Though he passed away in 1308 at a young age, his intellectual contributions shaped the course of Western thought in profound ways. Scotus's emphasis on meticulous logical analysis earned him the title of subtle doctor, and his influence on the Franciscan school of thought was transformative. Unlike his Dominican counterpart Thomas Aquinas, whose works reflected a synthesis of Aristotelian and Christian thought, Scotus adopted a distinct approach that often challenged established norms. One of the most enduring aspects of Scotus's legacy is his defense of haecceity. By focusing on individuality as a metaphysical principle, he laid the groundwork for later existentialist and personalist philosophies. This idea also resonates in contemporary discussions about personal identity and uniqueness, making Scotus remarkably ahead of his time. In theology, his argument for the Immaculate Conception of Mary was groundbreaking. Scotus employed a logical framework to demonstrate how Mary's preservation from original sin was a fitting act of divine grace. This doctrine was not officially recognized until centuries later, but Scotus's reasoning provided the theological scaffolding for its eventual acceptance. Scotus's univo city of being was another transformative concept. By insisting that the term being has the same meaning when applied to both God and creatures, he enabled a more coherent discussion about divine and created realities. This idea, while controversial, influenced later thinkers, including William of Ockham and even modern philosophers like Heidegger. Despite his intellectual achievements, Scotus's ideas were not universally accepted in his time. His emphasis on contingency and divine freedom challenged the deterministic tendencies of Aristotelianism. Similarly, his voluntarist ethics, which prioritized God's will over divine intellect, sparked debates about the nature of morality and its dependence on divine command. Scotus's scholastic legacy endured through the works of his followers, known as Scotists. The Scotist school thrived during the late Middle Ages, offering an alternative to the Thomistic framework. However, with the rise of humanism and the Reformation, scholasticism faced challenges, and Scotus's ideas were sometimes overshadowed. In the modern era, there has been a resurgence of interest in Scotus's thought. Scholars have revisited his writings, finding him rich with insights relevant to contemporary issues. For instance, his focus on individuality and contingency aligns with modern concerns about personal freedom and existential choice. Additionally, his nuanced views on faith and reason offer a model for dialogue between science and religion. Scotus's influence is also evident in literature and art. Dante Alighieri, for instance, was familiar with Scotus's ideas, and his concepts of individuality and divine love resonate in Dante's Divine Comedy. In the visual arts, the emphasis on Mary's Immaculate Conception in Catholic iconography owes much to Scotus's theological advocacy. Today, John Duns Scotus is recognized not only as a great medieval thinker, but as a bridge between ancient and modern philosophy. His work continues to inspire debates in metaphysics, ethics, and theology, reminding us of the enduring power of rigorous intellectual inquiry.